I'm going to teach you how to play the bass, specifically the BASSics. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to know on bass, right? How do I do it? And you're going to start with this thing called your right hand. You've probably heard of it. Everyone has one. Not everyone.
Most.
Sorry, most people have one. And what we're going to do is we're going to use these two fingers right here, the index and the middle. Now, what these fingers do is they play down here in this area, specifically I have an electric bass right here, specifically a Fender P bass. Now this specific Fender P bass has these things right here called pickups. What the first thing I want to do is I'm going to use my thumb and place it right on that pickup right there. This is what I call the resting spot. Now I'm going to rest my thumb here so that I can have free range of the rest of my fingers. Look at them wiggle. Okay, now that you've seen my fingers wiggle, right? Now that you've seen my fingers wiggle, we're going to start with our index finger. We're going to rest our thumb in the resting position, and we're going to go all the way up to this string right here. Now this string is called the G string. This is the G string, this is the D string, this is the A string, and this is the E string. Those are the 4 strings on the bass. So I'm going to teach you a little exercise to get used to playing those 4 strings with your index finger. So just have your index finger here, like this. Put your thumb right there, and start on the G string, and push, just go down. Now I'm doing a very specific thing here. I'm playing the note, and I'm pushing down with a pad on my finger into the D string, and I'm making sure to rest on that D string. That is going to give you the best sound of the G string. It'll also stop the other strings from ringing because you're landing on them. So say I accidentally hit the G string, or the D string. I accidentally hit the D string, and it's ringing out. Now, but I just want to play the D string. So what happens is I play the D string, and it stops the D string in its tracks, right? So, cool. That's how you play a string. Now we're going to move down. So, G, D, E, A, E. Now, notice, there's no string beneath E, right? So instead of landing on the string below it, because there is none, you land on the pickup. And you land right on the pickup. It's just the same as all the other ones, just on the pickup. Now, there's another finger we're forgetting about entirely, and that's the middle finger. The middle finger does the same thing as the index finger, but we're going to alternate. So we're going to start index, middle, then go down to the D. Index, middle, index, middle, index, middle. Now go back the other way. That is the first exercise I've just shown you. Just moving back and forth on all the strings with your 2 fingers, using the same technique I just talked about. Let's do that, and then I'll speed it up. That is your first bass exercise with the right hand. Thank you. Cool. Okay, so now that we've talked about the right hand, we're going to move on to the left hand, which is your fretting hand. Now, what does fretting mean? These little things right here, these little iron bars in the bass neck, those are frets. And what we're going to do is we're going to place our fingers there. See how I'm producing a note by placing my finger on this iron bar, and it's playing that note. And if I move it up, plays that note. Move it up, you get the point. So, you can use any of these 4 fingers right here to play a note on the bass up here. So right now I'm just going to use my index finger. I'm going to show you how to play some notes. So we're going to start on, let's say, the 5th fret, and we're going to play, right? And how I'm doing that is I'm just using the pad on my finger and I'm just pushing down on that middle part. And at the same time, I'm playing down here. So a simple exercise to do is just keep your finger held down on this one and just then move that finger wherever it wants to go. Move it all around the neck, and you can do that on any string. You get the point. Yeah, you can just do that. That's another exercise that's simple, that gets you in the right hand and left hand coordination. Now, let's put what I've just taught you to use and play a song. And we're just going to use our index finger right now. That's what you'll start with when you're fretting as a bassist. But remember, you're going to use that pinky eventually. You're going to use that middle finger and maybe your ring finger. I personally don't use my ring finger. It's just the weird way I was taught. But you can if you want to. Alright, let's play this song. This song is called Psycho Killer by Talking Heads. Awesome. Now, how did I do that? I'm gonna start on this fret right here. We call this the 5th fret, and we do that by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get it? Okay, so 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're gonna lift up our fingers on both sides, play the open string, which is just no frets held down, and then play the 3rd fret. And that's what the song sounds like. So putting all those together is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0, 3. And now you know how to play one of the most famous bass lines ever.
I love that song.
He loves that song. Thank you. That is how to play the bass. At least the BASSics.
I mean, thanks.